Once upon a time, in a quiet and cozy town where every corner seemed filled with happiness and tranquility, there lived a little boy named Nico. He was an ordinary boy, with ordinary parents and ordinary friends. But deep within his heart, there was a hidden pain that nobody could understand or share. Nico was born with a rare genetic condition that drained his strength and caused constant pain. In moments when his peers ran and played carefree, he felt the limitations of his body and a pain that words couldn't describe. He was a prisoner of his own physical state, which placed barriers on his path, but despite his physical limitations, Nico possessed a bright and radiant spirit. He was full of enthusiasm and love for life. His eyes sparkled with joy, and his laughter filled the streets of the town. He was a cherished child, no matter how challenging his condition was. His parents showered him with love and care, and his friends embraced him for who he was. As Nico grew older, his condition became increasingly evident. He had to visit hospitals frequently, undergo endless medical procedures, and endure painful treatments. Every appointment felt like a trial, and every step became a battle. Pain became his constant companion, and no efforts brought relief, but Nico never gave up. He didn't complain or seek sympathy. He set a goal for himself, to find his uniqueness in this world and discover meaning in his struggle. He realized that his physical condition didn't define his worth as a person. When fatigue and despair overwhelmed Nico, he turned to art. He started painting and writing, using these mediums to express his emotions and thoughts on canvas and in verses. Each artwork and every poem became his way of communicating with the world, conveying his inner beauty and struggle. Nico shared his dreams and hopes through his creations with his family and friends. His works were full of life, emotions, and depth. Through art, he opened a window into his world, a world that nobody could fully understand but that could be admired. One day, on a cold winter day, Nico decided to take a stroll to the local park. He sat on a bench, watching the children running and playing carefree. Tears streamed down his cheeks as he realized that he could never be like them. Suddenly, an elderly lady sat down on the bench next to Nico. She wore a warm coat and smiled at him. Nico rested his head on her shoulder and began sharing his dreams, his desire to overcome his illness. The old lady listened attentively and took his hand in her cold palms. "My dear Nico, life can sometimes be tough and unfair," she said with kindness in her voice. "But you must remember that inside you, there is immense strength, and the power of your soul knows no bounds." Nico looked into the lady's eyes and felt a new sense of hope awakening within him. He made a promise to himself that he would fight, despite all the hardships surrounding him. He couldn't change his condition, but he could change his attitude towards it. Over the years, Nico learned to accept his pain and use it as inspiration to achieve his goals. He became an active participant in charitable initiatives, helping other children suffering from various illnesses. He utilized his artistic talent to uplift spirits and inspire others. Nico's life became an example for all who encountered him. He proved that the strength of spirit and belief in oneself can overcome any obstacles. And though his story was a sad one, it always served as a reminder to cherish every moment and be grateful for what one has. Nico left this world, leaving a lasting impression in the hearts of many. His story left a profound mark, reminding everyone that true strength lies in our internal struggles and our ability to find meaning in life despite difficulties. Nico left behind an unforgettable legacy. His parents, filled with pride and sorrow, established the Nico Foundation, a non-profit organization dedicated to supporting children with chronic illnesses. Through the foundation, they organized fundraisers, awareness campaigns, and events to contribute to medical research and provide financial support to families in need. Thanks to this foundation, their small town became a place where people united in the spirit of helping and supporting one another. It became a symbol of compassion, unity, and the strength of the human spirit. Nico's parents became advocates for children with chronic illnesses, sharing Nico's story in raising awareness about the importance of empathy and support. They became champions for the rights of such children, sharing their stories and urging others to understand and show compassion. The town where Nico lived transformed into a community bonded by love and understanding. In honor of Nico's memory, they established a park in his name, a place where children of all abilities could gather and play without barriers. The park became a symbol of inclusion, affirming how one little boy changed an entire community. Nico's story reached beyond the borders of his town. It became a source of inspiration for people worldwide who faced challenges with bravery and perseverance. His story was shared in books, documentaries, and online platforms, touching hearts and motivating others to embrace the challenges they encountered. Ultimately, Nico's story wasn't just about one boy's struggle. It was a story about the power of love, compassion, and the indomitable human spirit. His story continues to inspire generations, reminding them to find strength in their darkest moments and never lose hope, because even the tiniest spark of hope can ignite a flame that illuminates the world.